Hi, everyone. All right, today's detox tip for the day is actually to eliminate as much as you can aluminum, so foil. All right. Um, at first glance, it might look like an easy task, but there's aluminum in a lot of things. So keep that in mind. But the main parts, the main things you should look for are definitely your use of foil paper. Hi, Lindsay. Some people use a lot, some people don't use much, but the story with aluminum is it's a metal, right? So once it enters your body, it's bioaccumulatives, which means that it stores in your fat cells and stays there. Hi, Phil. Hi, Connie. So you can get rid of it, but it requires detox with a specialist. So it's a little complicated. It's not very easy. Some of the toxic chemicals, once you stop using them, they eliminate from your body almost, well, I won't say instantly, but it's going to take a few days and then they're gone. Metals, they store, so you need to actually do something to detox from them. So the issue with aluminum is that it tends to travel once it's in your bloodstream, it tends to travel to your brain, and metal in your brain is never, never good. And there's a strong link between aluminum and Alzheimer's. So Alzheimer's runs in my family. We've been part of a study for years, and that's one of the very first thing when we first entered the study that they told us, look at your consumption of aluminum. And we were like, well, we don't consume aluminum, but there is aluminum in the environment already. And again, like for the rest of the toxins, it's not that you use them once or twice, it's that we're constantly bombarded with it. So if you can eliminate the extra, then hopefully your body takes care of the rest if your body is healthy. So foil paper, replace it. If it's in the oven, use ceramic dishes, use your stoneware, use that. If you're looking to cover up a dish, use something else. Now, there's options. You can use the beeswax covered paper. You can use Pampered Chef has these awesome silicone stretchy covers you can use, and they fit many different types of bowls, so you can use those. And I know Pampered Chef has them. You can probably find them somewhere else as well on Amazon. You can find everything there, right? So that's a good option too. If it's because you do foil packets to cook in the oven, replace that with parchment paper. Parchment paper can be used in the oven. It withstands pretty high temperatures, at least 400. So, you can definitely use it in the oven in place of your foil. You can use that instead of covering your baking sheet with foil too when you bake whatever, fries, food, anything that you would do that with. If you're cooking on the grill, I had to do some research there. I don't use foil on my grill or anything else, but I had to go see because I was thinking parchment paper would burn, right? So you can actually use parchment paper and wrap that in foil so the foil is not in contact with your food, because they discovered that there was, as with plastic, if your foil or aluminum is heated, it leaches into your food, and that's the part that's not great for you. So you want to avoid that. And it seems to do it more with meats and with, of course, acids, because it degrades the aluminum. So also be careful if your pans are aluminum. You want stainless steel just to avoid that. Now, aluminum is also the active ingredient. I'm looking at the list of people watching. I know you guys know that. Aluminum is the active ingredient in your deodorant, and especially if you have an antiperspirant. So look for a deodorant that does not have aluminum. There are a lot of options now out there. Of course, Pure Haven has one. If you don't want to use Pure Haven, I can still help you find another one that doesn't have that. Even if you use crystals, You know, the crystals, a lot of breast cancer patients use crystal after they've gone through the surgery and the chemo because that's what the doctors recommend. But even those crystals actually contain aluminum. And just by sheer location, when you put deodorant, you're really close to your lymph nodes, your breast, obviously. So I take a look. If your crystals say alum, ALUM, as an ingredient, that's aluminum. So ditch that. Um, Something that we really see often with, it says like aluminum free, is the baking soda. Well, lo and behold, baking soda does not contain aluminum ever. It's baking powder that usually has the aluminum. So look for aluminum free baking powder if you bake. You know, a lot of baked goods already processed have the aluminum. It's in a lot of foods. So since you know, you can't eliminate all of it, right? It's in the soil, it's in the air. When it rains, the particles go down and it goes in your water. So try to eliminate the extra. Your body, if it's healthy, will you know, do some work to detox the rest. But as far as you, just look at your ingredients and beauty products. Look at your deodorant and try to eliminate the use of extra oil in your home. That's my tip for today. I hope it was helpful. I'll talk to you tomorrow.